So I'm about to do my second online tournament. It's another Chef Husky tournament. If you don't know Chef Husky, definitely check him out on the socials, especially YouTube. His community is very centered around deck building, and they always have a theme and restrictions, like not allowing the best cards in the format. This one is block G, so right before rotation hits, it's the last chance just to use all of our G cards, which I'm really excited about because the Alakazam EX with the missile attack from the bench is, I just think, one of the coolest attacks. It never really got its moment in the meta, and it's fun to now actually get a chance to play it in a tournament before G rotates out. Big fan of Alakazam. Looking forward to this tournament, and yeah, about to lock in and get going. So I will hopefully do alright, and there's prizes for the winner and things like that. I think it's a cool deck, and I hope it does well. Deck list will be somewhere, and yeah, fingers crossed. Looking forward to it. Whoop. Fastest game of my life, round one. Pretty interesting deck. I just kind of bricked the guess a little bit. I had Mimikyu out, and then I had my Kadabra leveled up. Mimikyu just got smashed, and then by 60 from the whatever the sword, whatever the base set one is, and then I kind of forgot the effects of the attack would come up, but he had Air Balloon in his hand anyway. Poison Mimikyu. I just had Kadabra left. He had two of his EXs out, and Bo could have taken out Kadabra, so I just conceded. It is what it is. It's best of one, so I'm definitely going to have like a good solid 20-minute wait now. Nice guy. Oh, hold on. Name, what's your Discord? Oh, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm here for fun, and getting your ass handed to you is so much fun. But yeah, I mean, I'm playing Alakazam. I'm happy about that. It kind of reminded me though, he was playing like the Aglaslash, and I actually had a deck where it was Aglaslash and Alakazam built ages ago, and their G block, and I don't know why I didn't lean into that rather than Mimikyu, because it actually would be better, because the attacks on Aglaslash are much better. Oh well. Actually, one thing I will add about that last round, I had two Crushing Hammers, both of them failed. If one of them had worked, there's a chance I might have been still in it. I also probably and yeah, I didn't even win the Crushing Hammer to choose which Pokemon to take it off. If I had have actually loaded up the Mimikyu with the two energies, I would have been possibly still in it. It is what it is. Okay, that last game was down to the absolute wire. It was an Esparta EX deck with Zatus. I'm two solid misplays at the start. My head's just not actually in it today. I noticed that I made misplays in the last game, in the first battle, even though I lost, right? But I still did one or two things. I'm just not locked in. I'm not focused. I kind of assembled this deck last night as well. I kind of didn't run through it that much. It was just okay, it's working, it's fine. I get to play Alakazam. But I mean, that was literally down to the wire. She did have a boss, and she was recycling cards. She was a whole bunch. She was nearly decked out a bunch of times. She held in there. I have to say, very, very good play from her. What's her name? Stanis Dusek? Itchy Stanny. She was yeah, really, really fun match though. It was down to the wire. We had literally less than 3 minutes left. I feel like if I did make those two misplays at the start, it might have been my game. And I Arvined, and I meant to get Earthen Vessel, and so my Alakazam would have been active at least one, if not two turns earlier. So it is what it is, and yeah, but fun match, I have to say, and I really excuse me, Esparta as a Pokemon, so it's a really fun format. I mean, the first battle didn't go off. This one is what it is, and but it was a fun match, so it's nice actually. The format's a lot of fun to play with just G cards. Yeah, and at least I don't have ages now to wait till the next round, so happy about that. thing I forgot to mention with the last game, I actually sent my deck list by mistake. It's actually closed deck, and the first guy actually sent me his deck list back, so I didn't realize it was closed deck, so my bad on that. But third battle about to go. Come on, I just want one win. Give me a win with Alakazam, please. Okay, wish me luck in the past future. Time travel makes sense. Another loss. Oh, GG's. I get a GG's after the game. I was about to moan, but this guy not even saying hi. Dondozo deck. Bricking a lot. Finally got my Zam out. Made a mistake. I meant to hit boss's orders at the end to hold on to some time, and use Erica's invitation because I would have bossed up the Dondozo with like in the back and save me some time. It doesn't matter. I don't know if I would have won the game. My brain is absolutely not in it today. I'm not using that as a total excuse. Like, these decks are pretty, like, they're good decks that I'm playing against. I think my deck is like alright. Would I say? I mean, I didn't really get much of the first deck. Wild combination. Second deck was good with the Esparta. Really consistent, very consistent actually. Super consistent deck. I will give her that. That deck there, yeah, pretty consistent. Pokegear is one thing I kind of just, I think I missed on the G cards that would have been better in my deck. Like, I could have, like, maybe minus one of each supporter and put a lot of Pokegears in there. That might have helped me. But yeah, I had like 2 Cleffers out with an Alakazam, and I feel like if I was playing the deck a bit more and like knew it a little bit better, I might have made 1 or 2 better decisions on like when to promote it or not to promote it. Probably should just kept sending out the Cleffers and like or things to like take the fodder and like and hit the into the deck. I'd taken 2 prizes. Yeah, I kind of like, I kept them, even though I was bricking, I kept the game stalling. Like, I had like my counter characters, I was bossing up the right things, like hit rev rooms in there. I was keeping it kind of, I was keeping it like my defense up, I guess. But like, what's that? 3 out of 3, no wins, and 3 left to go. Yeah, it was also like, it was kind of fun to see. Like, I don't know G cards that well. I don't know. I probably could have already just said this, but I feel like I kind of miss these. I want to do these cook-offs, and I always been like, I want to get like a really good deck for this. And then with the G cards, I was like, okay, there's no point in me putting like a crazy amount of like study time into this because it's a little bit redundant. As of literally like next week. I knew, I figured Zam was G, and I was like, I could lean into that. Even if, like, did I at the time or just at the start? But, there's not even EX. Well, there was some EXs. There was like a Squawk and a Mew on the bench. I could have taken those if I was bossing them up, like, and getting more prizes. I was kind of saving at the end. I was like simmering over the boss for a while or whatever. Just trying to run his Dozos out. There was a moment there where he's a bit like, he was a bit like, the moany face came up or whatever. But I think he top decked the card he needed to get the, like, whatever I pulled up out of the active. Yeah, good deck, consistent deck. I feel like if you are in the game longer and like you know your G cards or have played G decks from a while back, that would be thing. I basically never did. I went to start Pokemon as G started, and my health, I had really extremely bad fibromyalgia, and I couldn't get a doctor to treat me for years. I went like years untreated. I'm only starting to get a bit of help now, so like I couldn't even sit in a chair in the gaming store. And I remember, like, I think I went in like 3 times over like 2 months, and then when the Alakazam EX deck dropped, I was like, this is so cool. Like, I loved Alakazam, and I just thought like the first time attacking from the bench was such a cool thing. And I just couldn't play, and I didn't want to play on live because it just hurt my feelings. I was like, I tried a little bit, like I wasn't like, I played a little bit on live at the time, but it was kind of, I wanted to play in person with actual cards. Like, obviously there's now an online stuff and everything is great after that, the fact that I can actually play in real life. But so yeah, I don't know this era. I don't really know any of the cards. Like when I went to do this, I was like, oh, G cards, psychic. Let's just see what can happen. And then I kind of like ran through this deck a little bit last night, pretty much. So I mean, fun last minute kind of cook with a card that I have some knowledge of, I guess. I'm not like, I think my deck is holding up all right. Like, I mean, this battle 2 was like almost down to the wire, and if I didn't make 2 misplays, I possibly could have taken that game. This last game, again, 1 or 2 misplays, especially one at the end that definitely like cost me the game, but he was winning, right? So I think like I'm still happy with it. Like the fact that I'm building a deck last night from G era that I really don't know the depths of, and I just went like, okay, here's a card I know, let's go with this. I built a deck, it's working, it's putting up a bit of a fight, it's putting like outside of the first round brick. There's still been a battle, like fair enough, I think there was about 10 minutes left on the clock there. So, you know, 2/3 of the way, 20 minutes into the game. So I'm cool with that. I'll take my win where I'm taking it, right? Okay, even if I don't get a win in this tournament, whipping the deck together last night and at least putting up a fight, I'm here for that. Like a lot of these trainers are definitely, I'm not saying that the ones I've just played, or I don't know if they've been playing longer than me or not, but you can tell that they've got their decks locked in and they know what they're doing with them, because I'm still a bit like, oh shit, I should have done that, I should have done that. So I would hazard a guess I'm a little bit behind, especially the first build. The first build seemed crazy. So I'm fair play to him showing me his deck list after I showed him mine. That was like sound. But yeah, no, I'm still proud of myself. You know, I'm at this a year now. I would say consistently a year. I don't think the dipping the toe in 3 years ago and then not playing for 2 years really counts. But like, so yeah, I'm happy still. Okay, so I got a no-show there. I feel like pretty much anybody at this stage is only sticking around if they're in it to win it. I guess I don't have much else to add to this. I feel like in the last little clip-around segment was, I kind of get my 5 cents on all of this. So yeah, I've not really else to add. There is a prize for the best, most original deck or favorite deck or whatever. There's some good decks in there, some good lists. I have no idea if I'm in with a chance of winning that or not. Like, they're all seem pretty cool. I guess, like, how I would judge that maybe is more on, like, see if other people's decks that they're playing were at least, like, net decky, kind of common decks or whatever. I don't know if any of these decks would have, maybe 1 or 2 of them might have been better at some point, because, like, just when G hit, but I also feel like there was Gardy and there was Dengo and stuff, so possibly not. So I would probably base that on the most obscure deck, and I don't know the history well enough at all. I will leave that up to the professionals. But unless I happen to win that prize, this will be all for me. I'm looking forward to, so if you're obviously still watching, there's like a March cook-off with all the content creators, which I think will be really fun. I do actually want to start prepping for that. That is, there's a whole rigmarole around it where you can like suggest 2 cards, I think, or a card and a counter card that's banned. So like a big wheel spins from all the content creators that are involved in it, and then it will land on like somebody's card, and then you have to like cook a deck super quick with that card, and you're not allowed to use a card that like is an obvious counter for the card. So that one's gonna really put me to the test. I'm looking forward to that. I'm hoping that my live stream set up and stuff by that, and I'm allowed to have people help, right? So if you're my friend, if you are part of any of my socials, if you're on my Discord, if you just fucking fancy me, tune in for that date, I will leave the date below, or maybe it will pop up here in my edit. Because I'm allowed to have people on my team, right? And it's really encouraged. So if a card comes up and like I'll start building a deck. I think we have like I'm gonna say I wouldn't say like 5 to 15 minutes or something to build a deck. So anybody that's on my like pal list can fucking help me and suggest things or whatever. So or I could like whip something together and be like, don't do that, do this, add this, blah blah blah. Or here I played this deck, throw in this here or whatever. So if you want to help me out for that, it's gonna be lots of fun. I'm not expecting to do great. Again, a lot of these people are like fucking pro deck builders and doing this like their life's blood and doing it for years. But I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and like even like making an absolute shit show of a deck is gonna be some crack. So I am looking forward to that, and I need to lock in what decks I'm gonna suggest, and then make sure I have really good versions of those decks. Um, I feel like I am definitely gonna throw my ace back. Like I don't know, like Tool Scrapper, Deluxe Bomb. I don't know if it's like I feel like I need to honor that from my Bomb Snarl deck. But I feel like because it's just an ace spec, people can really throw in whatever they could just throw it into their deck. Obviously it might crunch decks that need secret box and things a little bit like that. So I don't know. I'll debate it over a little bit. If you um yeah, if you have any like really cool cards like that you could suggest that are like in standard format, um, that would be just really fun to throw into the wheel of mass destruction and deck building, definitely like throw them my way. I'm gonna have a little nosy over the next while and hopefully have something lightly to heavily cooked or at least sauteed for the big cook off. So yeah, anyway, if you watched this whole video, thank you so much. Obvious things like make sure you subscribe and all that, leave a comment, all those things help me. And hopefully there's been more content in my stream coming out, and I've been more steady at that. So thank you for tuning in. And if I don't see you beforehand, see you at the cook off. Bye.